EOS Studio, the semantic backbone for the enterprise. Modern enterprises run on data, but most enterprises were never designed around shared meaning. Over time, systems multiply, teams evolve independently, applications define business concepts differently, data platforms transform and expand, governance becomes fragmented, and AI begins consuming inconsistent enterprise context at massive scale. The result is semantic drift. The same business concepts interpreted differently across operational systems, analytics platforms, governance tools and AI initiatives. And once meaning fragments, complexity accelerates. Organizations stop debating the business itself and start debating whose version of the data is correct. That's why organizations use EOS Studio, not simply to model databases, but to create a shared semantic backbone for the enterprise, a foundation where business meaning, architecture, governance, analytics and AI remained aligned through common reusable definitions of enterprise data. Most organizations redefine the same business concepts in these data assets repeatedly across the enterprise. Over time, every project creates another interpretation of the business, introducing semantic entropy. EOS Studio solves this by establishing a shared enterprise semantic foundation at the center of the architecture, the Enterprise Logical Data Model, or ELDM. The ELDM defines core business meaning independently from individual technologies, databases or platforms. This is a common understanding of the way the business works and describes itself. Each business unit describes itself in terms of its information. Here we have a single model that shows the information each domain is concerned with and owns. You can provide standard definitions of important concepts such as customer, product, employee. For the important pieces of information as clearly defined attributes, each with its characteristics. You can create taxonomies to clearly show the different types of concepts such as the types of customer. Here we can see how each type of customer has different definitions of revenue. The business model provides a precise way to describe the business. This provides the clarity and consistency to ensure that when asking questions like, "Give me the revenue of our customers," a human or an AI can understand what the question means and where the data is to provide an answer. EOS Studio provides a semantic backbone. EOS Studio allows you to define these definitions once, then reuse them in all your designs, whether they be operational applications, data platforms, APIs, analytical systems and AI initiatives. They all use the same semantic framework. Here in Team Server, the web front end for EOS Studio, we can see how the definition of employee has been reused across projects. That consistency creates semantic interoperability across the enterprise ecosystem. Projects accelerate because teams stop reinventing definitions. Systems integrate more cleanly because they inherit shared business meaning. Data products become more reusable. And AI gains trusted enterprise context instead of disconnected fragments of data. Because enterprise transformation only scales when meaning remains consistent. This common accepted set of definitions can be used to document and design data assets, including the warehouse or lakehouse and data products. It can be used to drive a governance framework either directly, or EOS Studio can generate a business glossary to seed your program, integrating with your data governance tool. It can also be used to ground your AI. Data architecture is not just documentation, it's a governed design discipline. EOS Studio helps organizations manage the full lifecycle of enterprise data design, from business requirements through implementation and change management. Architects can model business concepts and relationships before technical implementation decisions create downstream fragmentation. As stakeholders provide requirements for data assets, users of EOS Studio can create logical data models in business language, reusing existing definitions from the common or enterprise logical models. The architect can iterate on the logical model until requirements are confirmed and sign-off is achieved. We have AI tools to help take textual requirements and instantly convert them to a first-cut model. So, we've created a logical model for a data product that has been requested in Calibra or Purview. We have reused definitions from the ELDM and can see the traceability back to the original definitions. This logical model forms part of the contracts for the data product and can be published back to Calibra or Purview. EOS Studio, the semantic backbone for the enterprise.